Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another book review session by the Bibliophile family. Today, we will be having Sher Singh sir with us, reviewing the book Sitting Kills and Moving Heels. So, I hope you will enjoy the presentation and could take few points from the same. All right, over to you, sir.
Yes, thank you very much, Palakji. First of all, I express my gratitude and thankfulness to Palakji and everyone who has given me the opportunity to present this book review. And I have been associated with the TBF for last 2 years, so it's a good way to learn. And I request everyone this session would be not like lecture type; it would be an interactive session because this topic is a little bit boring. So I request everyone, so whatever thoughts come to you in your mind, just kindly share, irrespective of thinking whether you are right or wrong. So yes, let's start today's session. Sitting kills, moving hills. So are you able to watch my?
Yes.
Yes. So basically, this book, this Sitting Kills, Moving Hills, it has been written by NASA scientist. So basically, this book is nothing but a scientist plan for lifelong health, youth, and energy through natural everyday movement, even without going to gym. So basically, this books comes under the health genre. So basically, it is all about that how we can maintain our physical fitness throughout the day, even without going to gym. So this book explains that how simple everyday movement will prevent pain, illness, and early death, and exercise won't alone. Like we do all the exercise, like I am also a yoga practitioner, and every one of us do exercise morning 1 hour, evening 1 hour. But that exercise is not sufficient to keep our physically fit throughout the life. So this book basically just explored that particular area, that particular concept that doing exercise morning 1 hour, evening 1 hour won't help us until unless we don't include simple movement in our day-to-day life in every hour or every moment. So this book says that our chair is slowly killing. It is not the chair, our sedentary lifestyle, that the time we spent while sitting, while every time eating. So this book says that the exercise alone isn't the answer, but every day, easy all day moment will keep us healthy and fit for the whole life. So, whenever we read a book, first of all, the question arises that how I come to know about this book. So, this book, I haven't any recommendations of this book. Just I want to share my experience here. In 2024, I attended 1 month WhatsApp healthy fitness challenge. So, in that fitness challenge, this concept came that sitting kills. That sitting is not good for us. So we must go out for our keep ourselves fit. So from that day in 2024 January. So from that, after attending that online WhatsApp challenge, I was searching any good book which provides me that the concept that how we can learn more about this, how the sitting deteriorates our life, our health, and how we can just improve ourselves from these sitting habits. So I searched a lot online, offline. I read book reviews, and then I find this book. So I purchased through Amazon. So this is the book you just can see that I just attended the workshop in the January 24, and I purchased this book in September 24. So can you tell me that how uh, anyone can tell how I took this much time to purchase this book? Anyone? Any idea? Then I will explain why just any vague idea.
Sir, you had told once that it is very costly book. So maybe that may be the reason.
Yes, यस इट कॉस्ट मी 2000 रुपीज और बहुत पतली सी किताब है तो मैं इसको सोचता रहा खरीदूं कि ना खरीदूं बिकॉज और एक्चुअली आई जनरली बिकॉज आई आई जनरली अवॉइड द ऑल द बुक्स रिटन बाय अमेरिकन्स बिकॉज हम जब सारी बुक्स अमेरिकन्स की पढ़ते हैं तो हम एक पर्टिकुलर माइंडसेट में चले जाते हैं तो भी मतलब हम चेंज ओवर नहीं हो पाते हैं बट थोड़ी महंगी भी थी और थोड़ा सा ये था कि ऑल ऑल्दो आई वॉज रीडिंग सो मैनी बुक्स हम सभी पढ़ते रहते हैं हमारा टीबीआर ऑलरेडी ऑलरेडी इतना बड़ा लंबा होता है कि खरीदे कि ना खरीदें क्योंकि जो भी बुक खरीदेंगे इट विल जस्ट पाइल अप इफ वी वोंट फाइंड इंटरेस्ट इन दैट पर्टिकुलर बुक सो दैट इज ऑल्सो अनदर रीजन कि मैं इतना टाइम लगा मुझे बुक को खरीदने में यस सो दिस इज हाउ आई परचेज इन September 24 नाउ all of you know about me, but it is a revision about me that my name is Sher Singh. So because जब भी हम बात करते हैं तो पहले बात अपने से शुरुआत करी जाए ताकि लोगों को ये ना रहे कि यार ये बंदा कौन है इसके बारे में तो जाना जाए कम से कम या संजय जी गुड इवनिंग यस सो दिस इज मी आई born in 1983 and I belong to district Mathura. When I born, it was district Mathura. Now it is district Hathras. But very few people know about Hathras, but everyone knows about Mathura because our language also like Braj Bhasha. So we more belong to Mathura than Hathras. And then since my father was in a father was in government service, so I did my education from Rajasthan and presently I'm a government employee, Trishur, Kerala. I have two kids, one daughter and one son. And my hobby is yoga, reading, and swimming. Yes. So about the author, this is author, this Joan Vernikos. Basically, she was born in Greek, Egypt, and American. This is her photo. So basically, she was born in 1934, Egypt, and she was a former director of NASA's Life Science from 1993 to 2000. So, and she became a renowned pharmacologist and researcher on the effect of microgravity. So it is it's in this I find this very beautiful line that she is an advocate for for space travel for all and the commercialization of the space and ardent believer in the use of space for benefit the humanity. But जब हम बुक को पढ़ेंगे आगे तो जिस हिसाब से जो एस्ट्रोनॉट्स हैं the astronauts they face all the physical difficulties after reading all that that nobody wants to just go to space because they go through hell lot of things like we will just go through so yes, about this book. Actually, she has written two books. This writer, this John Vernikos, she has written two books on the same concept. This how to use gravity and how when we don't use gravity, how it affects our health, basically physical fitness. So this is the book, The Sitting Hills, Moving Hills. It was written 2011. Based on her extensive experience as the director of NASA's Life Science Division. So she has in her book mentioned that what is the purpose, sorry, what is the main job of the Life Science Division? Because she has been the director of NASA's Life Science. So she has mentioned that her job was to keep the astronaut physically fit while they were working in the space and after returning from the space. हम आगे पढ़ेंगे, we will just learn in that representation that how when the astronaut how when they go to the space, when they remain in the, when they live in the space, so what type of the physical deterioration they face. And once they return to the earth, so they put on rehabilitation to regain their health. So this is how, this is her basic job because we can say like she was a like fitness enthusiast and I have read in net also that at the age of 80 she played tennis very well. लाइक जो हम कई सारे पढ़ते हैं जो फिटनेस फ्रीक हैं जैसे कि सोनू मिलिंद है So she's also a fitness freak type lady. So let's come to this our book. So this book is divided in two parts, arranged very systematically. So basically, this book is in two parts and six chapters. So basically, first part it explains how the astronauts what happens to astronauts in space, and in the second part it says that the eight fundamentals of gravity effective activities means how we can effectively use gravity in our day-to-day life to maintain our physical and mental health. So this is why we need gravity for good health and putting gravity to work for lifelong health. So these are the three chapters. Basically, in the chapter there are six chapters. So we won't be going to through all the chapter one by one, but the things which are more related to us, which are more useful to us, so we will focus on those things only. The second part, the action plan, the health and fitness pyramid, and the gravity therapy help for specific problem. This chapter third, this gravity therapy for basically it's some sort of like some technical chapter, so I have not included it. So if you wish, you can just read, purchase the book and read this chapter. Yes. So basically, this book says that the physical deterioration suffered by astronaut in space is a matter of days, mirrors what happens to all of us here on Earth as we age. Basically, this book explains that what other physical deterioration the astronaut face in the space, similar the deterioration of health we face or we just suffer while we remain sedentary in our lifestyle. So actually the author has just connected the astronauts actions of gravity and we live on the earth sedentary lifestyle. So we are also not using the gravity. So this is how we are just avoiding the gravity and just facing the, so this why we need gravity for good health. And anyone say can anyone explain that why we need gravity for good health? Anyone, because we all have studied in class 10 and gravity 9.8 meter per second square. Anyone can just any vague idea that why? Yes, blood flows and yes. Yes, anyone can say. Yes.
सर
Why we
ग्रेविटी
need gravity for good health?
ग्रेविटी बेसिकली
Yes.
है पुलिंग फोर्स जो हमें नीचे की तरफ धरती की तरफ खींच रहा है। तो हमारे जो सारे मसल एक्टिविटीज हैं, हमारा जो लोकोमोशन है, चलने की जो क्रिया है, मूवमेंट है, ये सब उसी की वजह से है। क्योंकि हम एंटी ग्रेविटी काम करते हैं तो हमारी मसल्स उतनी एक्टिव रहते हैं। मसल्स एक्टिव रहेंगे तो ब्लड फ्लो अच्छा रहेगा एंड देन यू विल बी हेल्दी। सो जो लोग बैठे रहते हैं उनकी मसल्स वीक इसीलिए होती है क्योंकि वो लोग मूवमेंट नहीं कर रहे, कुछ नहीं कर रहे, तो वो मसल वीक हो रहे हैं। आई थिंक दैट इज माय टेक। थैंक यू सर।
Yes. Yes. Absolutely true. He, since you are a doctor, so you can just explain more. You can understand a good way. So basically, we need gravity to find balance and strength in our body. अगर gravity नहीं होगी तो हम लोग ऐसे ही हवा में उड़ते रहेंगे हमेशा। हमको जो संजय जी ने कहा कि ग्राउंडेडनेस अगर नहीं रहेगी तो वी वोंट बी एबल टू फाइंड correct direction. The writer has mentioned in this book that when the astronaut return from from the space and they put on rehabilitation process that regime, so they are not able to like find balance on the earth because क्योंकि वो because like Sunita William hai, she has spent more than 6 months or 1 year. So when they return to the space, because they float like anything in the space. So when they return to the earth, they forget the sense of direction. उनको पता नहीं कि लेफ्ट किधर राइट किधर, because of space everything is floating. Like if for example if you see on the space, अगर आप देखेंगे आसमान की तरफ जहाँ पे बादल फ्लोट कर रहे हैं, आप कंटिन्यू देखेंगे तो यू वोंट बी एबल कि भाई नॉर्थ किधर है साउथ किधर है, कुछ पता चलेगा ही नहीं आप. तो सिमिलरली to stability, direction, we need gravity. So next, what happens to us astronaut in the space? So I will just go through this chart. This says that first there are so many things that moon face उनका चेहरा फूल जाता है. Then blood volume reduced, less thirst. They feel very less thirsty. और इसमें जो yes. Uh, is it visible?
Yes, sir, we all will be able to
One
zoom
second.
in. You continue with your lecture. No worries.
Okay, yes, you can zoom in. Like your body temperature regulation disturbed, muscles atrophy. Means in this the entire thing, what I find very important कि जैसे ही gravity हट जाती है, तो हमारी spine है उसकी लेंथ बढ़ जाती है, because वो compressed रहती है due to the gravity. So once the gravity it is lengthened, and when we return to the earth, it is again compressed. तो जो हमारी जो बैक पेन हो जाती है, इसी वजह से द एस्ट्रोनॉट दे आर नॉट एबल टू जस्ट वॉक प्रॉपरली. वो जैसे चलते हैं व्हेन दे रिटर्न टू द अर्थ, दे वॉक लाइक जस्ट एनी बेबी. जो बेबी है 9 मंथ का 10 मंथ का हु इज लर्निंग टू वॉक ऑन द अर्थ, सो द सेम वे दे फील, so that they feel less thirsty, exercise almost ineffective, growth hormone lowered, sense of taste and hearing also dilute, fat moves to replace fat loss muscle, everything feel very heavy. This was the these symptoms was that when they are in space. When they are in space. Now when they return to the earth, this is everything feel very heavy, nausea, possible vomiting, spine compressed, जो I have earlier explained कि पहले उनकी spine जो थी वो हो जाती है, and again when they enter into the gravity, it is again compressed, so they feel very severe back pain. Standing can lead to fainting, like they are not able to find balance, like a 9 month baby, he or she is not able to find balance. Similarly, that thing happens to them also. Decreased cardiac output, reduced stamina, reduced strength, risk of muscle injury, walking, and this is that very important, then walking and coordination problem, because they forget what is the left, what is the right. So they forget when to take turn, when not to take turn. They go straight away and they just rammed in the wall. It happens many times. So this is how that they've suffered so many problems when they return to the earth. So this is how, yes, they feel high risk of kidney stones. There are so many problems which we are not going to discuss here. So this is how this gravity this gravity affects our life. So this is from the astronaut, the writer says that hitting the risk zone. So the hitting the risk zone means the writer want to just explain here that we must be we must be enough physically active till the time of our death, that we are able to do our all the work at our own. Once we are in the risk zone, we are not able to walk, not able to take water, not able to, so we lose our freedom. So the writer want to say that avoid the hitting the risk zone. This gravity deprivation syndrome, when they return from the earth, so when they turn to the earth, so they feel this, like writer has said that if we are on earth, I'm just asking one question, that if we are on earth, then how much time we require to feel this gravity depression syndrome? Like how much time if we are laying on the bed, then how much hours or day or month require to feel that we have just forget about this gravity? Can anyone? We will 12 hours, Janam. Yes. Good evening, Ruchi ji. Yes. Anyone? We will just discuss in later. Okay. So the writer has mentioned from his experiment that we need at least 4 hours complete bed rest to feel the gravity deprivation syndrome. So this because since like physical fitness, how to keep our physically fit. So the writer has here and where mentioned this box that how the astronaut eats. So you can just say that how the astronaut eat. So they have to strap their tray to their thigh. Since the food are dehydrated to conserve the space and prevent spoilage, they are packed in individual serving sized, and that liquid is inserted to make the food eatable. And then this is because the weightlessness make it impossible to rinse one's mouth and the water fly around the room. Edible for them, the edible toothpaste had to be developed. For similar reasons, space engineer needed to invent a dry shampoo that would cleanse the scalp without having to be rinsed or brushed out. When astronauts use the toilet, a restraint hold their legs down to prevent them from floating away. So this is how the astronaut like difficult life has been just shown in this book. So after reading this entire book, I can just imagine that all the hardship through the astronauts go. So after reading this book, if somebody person meets me and he or she says me that I want to become astronaut, so that then I will say, okay, congratulations, if you are going to the hell. So this is how. In this till now we have just learned how this gravity deprivation can lead to severe problems. So now the writer has explained that how this uh, one second, yes. This gravity, the gravity, when we don't use gravity, then how it can relate on the ground. You can say there this the astronaut in space, this table is there. Astronaut in space and changes on Earth with age, like aerobatic capacity decreases by 25% in 7 to 14 days, like aerobic capacity decreases 10% per decade. So basically, it mirrors that what happens in their days in the space in the Earth when we live a sedentary lifestyle. It happens in the decades or months. Plasma volume decreased by 20%, 7 to 9 days. Here, 1% per decade. Bone density decreases up to 5% per month. Here, per year. Bone density decreases per year. Muscle mass decreased by 1% 1 month. Muscle mass decreased 1% 1 year. Means whatever the laws is happening to the astronauts in a month, we are just this changes is happening on the Earth with the year. Then abnormal reflex patterns, agility, so all this has been the loss of collision, etching joints. All this happens. What happens to astronaut here happens in the on the Earth. So this is how one of the because in this to make this book interesting, the writer has just shared the experience of the various astronauts and what happens in the space. So here I have underlined it that one the Russian astronauts cardiologist he says that when he was in the space flight, the worst thing is that the weightlessness is that whenever he put his head on the pillow, So he never feel the weight of the pillow, sorry, of the head. And whenever he get up, like he slept for 8 hours, he never feel he never feel like he's refreshed. So this is the one of the reason, this is the one of the way the writer has explained. Then when we in the space, so we don't feel much refreshed after the long sleep. Yes. So this is here to we have just read that what are the consequences of sedentary lifestyle. So now we will learn what does using gravity means. So this is a question for everyone. Undoing the effect of staying in the bed. So suppose not we all just sleep in the night for 8 hours, 10 hours. Can anyone tell me that how much exercise or how we can undo the effect of staying in the bed? Can anyone?
Counting the sheep, probably.
Sorry.
Counting the sheep, probably. I mean, it is a joke, but then a lot of people say that to a company, like doing something which is boring or something like that, can actually, put you off the bed and sleep.
Okay. Okay. Yes. Thank you, ma'am.
I'm
Thank you
sure
for sharing.
astronauts must be doing something else.
Yes. So the thank you very much for sharing. The writer says that the minimum amount of time one must spend upright, get up for 15 minutes on every hour, for total 16 to 18 times per day, for to undo the effect of staying in the bed. So the writer has basically these now I will be sharing these four things. The writer has the writer has shared these four topics, which is on a research of 30 years. So these all the things which I mentioned, the writer has done the research and it has scientific backing. So this is a very important. I after learning it, now I make sure that in a day at least I get up 15 to 20 times. Like every hour I get up for 3 to 4 times in my office or wherever I am. So the minimum amount of time I just repeating it. The minimum amount of time that we must spend upright 15 minutes every hour. Next. So it says that the standing up often matters, not how long you remain standing. The writer says that it doesn't mean that you are standing for 1 hour continuously or 2 hour continuously. It says that standing up and sitting it more important than continuously sitting or continuously like standing. So change in your posture is very important so that Zainab ji knows that all that the medical fraternity knows that whenever we stand up, the whole changes occurs in our inner body. The body senses that this is how the gravity works. So when we stand up, the whole our organs get energized. 1 second.
I hope you all are with us. No one is sleeping, and
Yes.
yeah.
Sorry. Actually, I am alone at home, so there was a call of somebody on doorbell, so I went there. Sorry for the. Yes. So the writer says that standing up often matters, not how long we remain standing. So the writer has very beautifully explained in the book that when we stand up, a lot of changes happens in our internal body. So internal changes. So it doesn't matter. The writer says that it doesn't matter that how much time we stand or how much time we sit, but standing up often matters. So after reading this book, I make sure that every half an hour I get up while I was in office or wherever I am. Then the second topic The writer has mentioned that stabilizers, mobilizers, and the metabolic basis of using gravity. So I request if Zainab ji is here, because the writer has not mentioned more about the stabilizer and mobilizers, uh, but the writer has says that whenever we go to gym or when we go to that follow any fitness regime, so that fitness regime specifically work on the mobilizers, our body parts mobilizers. The stabilizers they get ignored and they get weak. So whenever we do when we include every day the gravity effective movements, so our stabilizers also get strengthened. So this writer says that the muscles least used in our gym exercises. Mobilizers are the muscles targeted in our traditional gym or training exercise routines. So if Zainabji is here, sir, Zainabji, can you just throw some more light about this stabilizers and mobilizers?
So, sir, till what I know, very little about stabilizer and mobilizers. So, in mobilizers in our practice, we say ki stabilizers is it's coming more from your mindfulness, mindful walking. So, I just give a very small example. If you are walking, but you are not aware about your posture, how you are walking, so just your mobilizers are working. But if you are aware about your posture, both the feet are equal to each other, parallel to each other, then it is working like a stabilizer. So, as simple as that.
Yes, yes, thank you very much. So yes, similarly that our posture, आपने देखा होगा कई लोग हैं जिम करते हैं रनिंग करते हैं but their posture is not good. We always say that confidence reflected from the personality. So when we work on these stabilizers, then our personality get improved, our posture gets improved. So writer says, just she is emphasizing on this. So this is the yes. Next, the writer has used NEAT, non-exercise activity thermogenesis. Anyone can throw some light? Yes, Zanab ji, Pamela ji. Do you understand what is NEAT? Anyone? Ruchi ji, all are the yoga practitioners are here. Palak ji, also you are a good runner. Okay.
You would have to
Okay.
share.
Yes. Okay. So basically, the writer want to say that this is NEAT means NEAT basically defined as a small, brief yet frequent muscular movement like standing, sitting, bending down, squatting. जो हम डेली डेली हम बैठते ऑफिस में बैठते हैं हाँ तो दिस these all are NEAT. Whenever we move around, calories we have consumed are converted into energy by contracting muscles and are measured as generated heat, thermogenesis. So जब भी हम whenever we get up, whenever we move, whenever like I am sitting, I'm just stretching my hands, I'm just standing, I'm just doing this exercise. So this is a very simple exercise. This is a non. This is like I'm just sitting or standing. So I am not going through any exercise regime. I am not doing like gym. I am not doing some running, not doing anything. So I am not doing exercise, but I am doing this is the non-exercise activities like standing, walking, raising hand. So whatever the energy I am burning, so it is just converted into the energy. Whatever the doing, the energy is burning and it is just energy is created through the burning of the calories. The writer says that this is the neat concept. So we should never like underestimate our this habit of frequently standing, frequently just stretching our hand. We will just go in this topic. This mechanical signals. The writer says that why bone is lost through inactivity and as we age. Anyone can say. जब हम बुजुर्ग होते हैं तो हमारी जो बोन डेंसिटी वो लॉस हो जाती है वो क्यों होती है
एक्चुअली वो नॉन यूसेज की वजह से होती है, नॉट बिकॉज यू गेटिंग ओल्ड। ऐसा माना जाता है कि द बोन स्टार्ट गेटिंग ब्रिटल एंड हम लोग क्या करते हैं जैसे जैसे एज बढ़ती है तो उसका यूसेज कम करना शुरू कर देते हैं. दैट इज व्हाट लीड्स टू ट्रबल.
Yes, yes. So, yes, so correctly and exactly explained that this is a we, yes, calcification. Yes, we always like lose bone density not because of age, because of less usage. हम लोग उतना actively participate नहीं करते हैं, इसलिए हमारी bone हो जाती है. So the writer says that bone density decreases in response to daily exposure to high, even this high frequency mechanical signals. Like हम जो हाई इंटेंसिटी एक्सरसाइज करते हैं, हम रनिंग करते हैं, हम एक्सरसाइज करते हैं, इनसे भी हमारी जो बोन डेंसिटी कम होती है. The writer has all the whatever the writer has mentioned is a scientific backing. Yes. So this writer says that mechanical signals, a bone responds to the signals that are more like buzzing than pounding. लाइक हम बहुत ज़्यादा हार्ड हम जिम में गए 1 घंटे हमने बहुत एक्सरसाइज किया, हमने रनिंग किया, हमने वेट ट्रेनिंग किया, ये सब किया. सो दिस ऑल्सो लीड्स टू द रिडक्शन इन बोन डेंसिटी until unless we are not like doing this the right until unless we are not doing an actively using our body in the rest of time. So the writer has says that mentioned that in one of the seminar she went there and she asked everyone, and I am also asking everyone of all of you that we do exercise like 1 hour morning, 1 hour evening, but just think and just tell me that apart from that 2 hours, how much exercise you are doing or whatever your routine, how what type of lifestyle you follow. Just give a thought and just say anything. जो हम लोग सुबह 2 घंटे एक्सरसाइज कर ली, सुबह कर ली, शाम को कर ली, लेकिन उसके बाद का क्या है? हमने बस बहुत हैवी ब्रेकफास्ट किया, फिर हम ऑफिस गए, फिर ऑफिस में बैठे रहे, फिर हमने बहुत सारी चाय कॉफी गपशप, या फिर कुछ लोग तो गए अपना रेस्ट कर लिया. सो द राइटर वांट्स टू जस्ट हाईलाइट दिस कंटिन्यूअस टॉपिक कि आपने सुबह एक्सरसाइज कर लिया, 1 घंटे जिम कर लिया, 8 घंटे रनिंग कर लिया. Is it not suffice to keep you healthy throughout your life? Yes. I think Pamela ji is taking very seriously to me now. She start working. Good.
यस सर, मैंने
Thank
आपको
you.
सीरियसली ले लिया.
Yes, but ma'am, we need not to go for walking. We just getting up and sitting down.
यस सर,
Yes.
दिस इज द बेस्ट
Okay.
एक्सरसाइज, गेटिंग अप एंड सिटिंग डाउन.
Yes. So the writer says that it is all about good habits, journey to usefulness. Writer here make a very one caution that do not change what already works. Do not take very like stern action. So whatever you already doing, just continue with that, but include this exercise also. Now, part two, putting gravity to work for lifelong health. So the writer says that turn all day natural non-exercise activities into G habits. G habits means gravity habits. Like whenever doing our all day non-exercise activities, the writer says that you just with your mindfulness, yeah, just keep in your mind using the gravity in that concept. So the writer says that exercise is not a substitute for activities that come naturally throughout the day, 365 a year or for the rest of life. So now this is the most important part. What I now two things or more left are 8 fundamentals of gravity effective activities. The writer has more focus on this. So one question is that gravity effective activities are those activities that require less energy but provide more benefits.
Sir, we are not able to hear you. We are not able to hear you. Your other device is not here, I think. Please re-log in. And your device is muted, sir. आपका laptop mute पे है, so we are not able to hear you. I hope you are not audible, sir. आपका जो phone है, उससे re-log in कीजिए Biblifiles पे, Google Meet पे. Meanwhile, everyone can stand up and sit down if they like. We can implement. Yes. Or we can take a selfie as well. So everyone, I would like you all to turn on your cameras. Those who are able to turn on the cameras, please turn on. We will take a selfie. Good evening, संजना जी. कितने समय बाद आपको देखने को मिल रहा है.
Good
Congratulations on
evening,
your new
everyone.
book and
Thank
the
you so much.
beautiful things that you're doing. So Sanjana ji is also an avid reader, writer. She's a great author in Marathi language. And I think आपकी book की शायद कोई series भी आ रही है. So yes, we have all the celebrities here. बुक ऐसे ही लिख देते हैं. आई डोंट नो, आपने 2 साल में कम से कम 3-4 बुक्स तो लिख ही लिए हैं. आई थिंक अलबेली आई नो, अभी आई नो. यस,
Eight books हो गए मेरे अभी तक. 8.
कंग्रेचुलेशन.
Thank you.
यस एवरीवन. रुचि जी, अमी जी, संजय जी, ऋचा जी, प्रिया जी, प्लीज टर्न ऑन द कैमरा. हेलो कविता जी, गुड टू सी यू.
Hello.
So yes, those who don't know, Kavita ji runs a beautiful community in offline community of readers in Indore, and it's the oldest book bibliophile community in Indore, called as Caffeinated Conversations. So yes, as I said, all the Durandars are here.
Thank you.
Yes. Yes, Sher sir, आप ही गायब हो गए. I would request all of you to turn on the camera, and then I'll take a selfie. Yes. So ready everyone. Priya ji is looking amazing. Hi Shweta ma'am. Smile. Gorgeous. Thank you so much. All right. So,
Yes,
Sher, I hope everything is fine. Yes.
yes. Can you play the presentation? I have already sent, so because my mobile has switched off and it will take more time.
Okay,
So,
okay. No worries. I will take 2 minutes. Meanwhile, we can discuss what we were sharing. Anyone would like to share? Zainab and others. Ruchi ji is also here. So, I think the book review is wonderful. I'm loving it, and I'm looking forward to the next section, जो कि gravity के बारे में बता रहा है, like how to use. And whenever we are in sessions, no, शेर सर हमेशा उठते हैं, then he stretches and he works like अगर 1 घंटे का सेशन है तो, so I think that is the reason he does it. So yes, which slide we are at? Yeah, I got it. Please let me know if you're able to see my screen, everyone. Yeah, amazing.
yes, put to gravity to the next slide. Yes, we were on this slide. Yes. Extremely sorry for this technical glitch. Actually, my phone
No.
switched off. So now I'm audible, visible. Yes. So this is the writer says that turn all day natural non-exercise activities into G habits. Our next slide.
ओए ताला बच्चे अच्छे नहीं होते.
Priya ji, please mute yourself.
फिर नहीं दे पाऊंगी आपको। घुमाओ, कुछ ध्यान भटकाओ इसका बेटा।
Yes, the writer says that exercise is not a substitute for activities that come naturally throughout the day, 365. Yes, we have done this. Next slide. Yes, that first fundamental, which one? What to choose? So this that says that the posture and balance challenges for your stabilizer muscles and the brain, stretching a movement for flexibility, strength building. So this writer says that every hour we must just remind ourselves that we use our stabilizer muscles for strengthening, because जब हम जिम में जाते हैं, हम कोई अगर हम रनिंग करते हैं तो हमारी जो मोबिलाइजर मसल्स हैं दे गेट स्ट्रेंथन, बट सेम टाइम जो हमारी जो स्टेबलाइजर्स जो हमारी बॉडी को स्टेबलाइज करती हैं, विच आर लाइक रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर अवर posture, for our, so these muscles don't get strengthened. So whenever we are not exercising, like whenever we are in office, whenever we are home, we are sitting, so whenever we are sitting, so we must include every type of exercise to just strengthen those muscles, like standing up. We will just go through all those exercises. Next slide. This is the which that we must include all the exercise which we can do. That how long? uh, all day means all day gravity habit, which is not the same thing as the all day exercise. Like हम लोग जो सुबेरे रनिंग करते हैं या जिम करते हैं, हालांकि कई लोग नहीं करते हैं, बट सिंस वी आर bibliophile and we have one fitness group also, तो आई होप एंड एवरीवन हम लोग सभी करते ही हैं। तो चूंकि हम लोग करते हैं तो वी हैव टू मूव वन स्टेप अहेड, लाइक इन आवर डे टू डे लाइफ। अगर हम जो भी जॉब करते हैं, जो भी हम काम करते हैं, तो उसमें वी मस्ट इंक्लूड एवरीथिंग, every like all day we must think of the gravity and do the all the exercises. Even even we are eating, suppose we are eating, like we are like I am eating chapati and dal. Now I took two chapatis, now the chapati is over, I need more chapati. Then I will stand up, go to the kitchen, take two more chapatis and then come back, then eat. So this is how we can include this gravity effective movement all day. Next slide. This three, how much? This question is not easy to answer. Like not that how much हमने कितना करना है. It all depends upon our day to day lifestyle and our strength. Like after reading this book for last 1 year, now I am including everything. But we must start very slowly, and then include activities in our day to day life. So this is not an easy answer. How much? कितना करना है? It all depends our own. So we must find ways and means, and the limit, then how much we can stretch ourselves. Next. 4. Intermittent, alternate, slow and fast means, this is the very beautiful line I have just found in this book, that standing up 15 times throughout your day, allowing your allowing time to recover completely between stand, is more effective than standing and sitting 15 times rapid succession. लाइक आप 1 घंटे में 15 बार उठते हैं और बैठते हैं, इससे अच्छा है कि आप 12 घंटे में एक बार उठें और बैठें। उससे आपकी बॉडी को ज़्यादा फायदा होगा, बजाय कि आप 1 घंटे 15 बार करते हैं। नेक्स्ट स्लाइड। This intermitting earlier was that, now this is hard and easy, alternating hard and exercise, whatever we also go in the gym also, like here also, we must not continue that on only the hard exercise, or not only the easy exercise. We must shift between hard and easy. Next. That add the variety. We all know that one type of exercise is not good for your, not our body and mind, so we must add varieties. Next. Yes, this is very important question. Seventh, the seventh, this fundamental is that whenever think gravity, think the direction. Remember that gravity pulls on our body from head to toe. So gravity's most effect is felt when we are standing. So whenever we are doing any exercise, even gym also, always try to do the exercise while standing rather than sitting or laying. Whenever like हम लोग जो bench push up करते हैं, so avoid this and always try to do all the exercise while we are standing because that time we are using the gravity at the most. Yes, next slide. So yes, the writer here, writer has given one chart that G value. G values means the gravity values. So whenever we are standing on the earth, the maximum value is 1 gigahertz. Standing on the Mars, zero point 0.3. Standing on the moon, 0.16. Then laying on the earth, less than 1 gigahertz. Sitting on the earth, so everything is there. Whenever the roller coaster is there, jumping, trampoline, roller coaster, everything, running, swimming. But the most of the that effective is that standing because whenever we are standing, we are using the gravity at the most. Next slides. So we have the eighth. The eighth fundamental is that close your eyes. Yes, stand up, everyone. Yes, it is not like stand up. Just you can just move your body. Yes. So eight is close your eyes. So doing any activity with closed eyes, it enhances our influence of gravity. So whenever you are doing any exercise like आप उठते हैं, खड़े होते हैं, बैठते हैं, तो always try to go slowly as possible with closed eye. Then you can just understand and just realize the effect of the gravity. Next slide. So this is the gravity. Good evening, Katie sir. So this is the gravity's habit action plan. So this is stand up, sitting down, stand tall, stretch at your desk. You can just, yes, like Kamal sir is stretching. You must have seen that I just do this exercise while stretching on your desk, like this, stretch on your desk. Walk, walk tall. Whenever you are walking, just walk straight. The stair option. The stair option, I will just, writer has just mentioned one very interesting thing. I have just made a slide, so we will just go later. Next slide. Pull up your socks up. Pull up socks up. Here, writer says that whenever we are just like putting our socks or just putting it off. So try to do it at the standing position. So it will just teach you how you are balanced, and you can include it as exercise in the kitchen also. Whenever you are doing nowadays that all modern day kitchen, the ladies work while standing, like whenever we have option, try to do perform your task while standing. Like if then use a broom, like broom, when we broom, our most of the body get exercised. Book on the head. If you want to check the balance, just put any book on your head like this. Like uh, then dance also, we all know. This is the habit. This is the habit action plan. Means these are the writer has explained 10 activities which can include our day-to-day life apart from a daily exercise. Next. This writer has says that going downstairs is more effective bone stimulus than walking. So after reading this book, whenever I go to any mall or anywhere like multi-story building, so we always go through the lift. But whenever I come down, I use the stairs. It is the easiest way and the most effective way to just increase your bone density or just the physical fitness. Next slide. So the writer again say that whenever you are not sure what to do the next, think of that child in you and stretch. तो ये स्लाइड मैंने पढ़ने के बेसिकली राइटर हैज जस्ट गिवन इन द बॉक्स these special words. So after reading this, whenever I don't know, so we can just like we have seen the child, they go there hoping. So one day I was just going, then my wife says, "What happened to you?" I am a child. So I say that I am meeting my child again. So this the writer has very beautifully explained that whenever not sure, think of a child, see of a child, and just do it. Yes. Next slide. Yes. The last topic, because we are always we have finished 1 hour. Health and fitness pyramid. Next slide. This the writer has shown this fitness pyramid, and she has compared this fitness pyramid with one ice cream. जो भी हम आइसक्रीम लेते हैं तो आइसक्रीम के ऊपर एक आइसक्रीम स्कूप होता है, देन दिस बेसिक इज द आइसक्रीम स्कूप, एंड देन उसके ऊपर फिर टॉपिंग होती है, फिर नट्स होते हैं, फिर दिस पीक ऑल दिस टॉपिंग. बट द राइटर इज सेज दैट दिस बेसिक इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. And then optimal means basic is that all day exercise is very important to keep our fit and healthy through the life. Then optimum is that when we want to increase our fitness, then we can go for walking, hiking, swimming. Then extra means that third step is that when we can go for gym also. And at the last, that peak, that is that athlete training, which we very less of us we go for that. Next slide. Just I have not. Yes. So I think this is the we are just about to end. So I have not included since yes, Kamal sir, Ruchi ma'am, and we Zainab ji, we are all our yoga teacher. So just let me tell you that writer has mentioned 3 pages about that how the yoga is so good about to just complete to complement this basic of this pyramid. जो the writer has I will not say, because if I am not a yoga teacher, that if I am not a yoga practitioner or yoga sadhak, so if I am not, then I must have made 4 5 slides. But since though if I am say that it will become boring, but we must all feel like privileged and great. Then that writer, she's from NASA scientist, she has just given so much weightage this yoga exercises. So these yoga exercises are so powerful. It strengthens our stabilizer muscles and the mobilizer muscles also. And the balance and coordination, everything get like tuned. So this is all about this health and fitness pyramid. Next slide. Yes, I believe. At the last page, the writer has says that we all blame our pollution, our government, our industrialization, everything we made responsible for our bad health. Writer says that once that industrialization revolution came, then nowadays electronic revolution, mobile है सबके हाथ में, टैब है, ये है, but the things will not work. Last slide. This is the very important slide. The writer says that your body is your personal responsibility, not your country's, not your insurance companies, even not your doctors. So take action. Why wait to get sick before you decide to be healthy? This is the last word I want to mention here. Yes, thank you very much for your time and patience. I hope I am able to clear some point.
Beautiful presentation, beautiful reminders, wonderful session. I would
Thank you.
request everyone to
Thank you,
join
everyone.
in and share. Yes, Kamal sir, would you like to share?
Yes, you can share your review.
Actually, I joined a little late, but yeah, it was wonderful as usual, Sher Singh sir. And the way you explain the things in very simplest way, and it's really wonderful. तो जैसे आपने मतलब जब मैंने ज्वाइन किया, यू आर सेइंग अबाउट कि हमें बॉडी को मूव करना बहुत ज़रूरी है। डेफिनेटली आवर बॉडी इज़ लाइक अ वाटर। अगर वाटर को हम स्टोर करेंगे तो कहीं ना कहीं आफ्टर सम टाइम इट बिकम्स कॉन्टेमिनेटेड, and the body should flow like a river. It's not like you should be very flexible enough. Whatever you do, even a simple walking will be enough. So it's not about कि आपको अगर मूवमेंट करनी है तो आपको कुछ टफ आसन करने हैं, आपको जिम ज्वाइन करना है या रनिंग करनी है. Even a simple walking will help. So I think the main idea of this book is the movement. That's important. This is what I can share only as of now, क्योंकि मैंने बहुत लेट ज्वाइन किया. Sorry. Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you. Yes, Pramila ji, Sanjana ji, would you like to share?
One thing to add to what Kamalji mentioned, along with what Sher sir is mentioning from so long, I guess in total idea of movement for me would be and a takeaway from the session. Actually, reminder बहुत important है. कभी कभी चीजें पता होती है, लेकिन reminder बहुत important होता है. तो ये एक reminder आया कि my teacher also used to say in every whatever movement your joint can make, to make that movement every day is very important. If your knee is capable of flexion and action, then you need to do that every day. So that's the whole idea of movement for me. And Sher sir, you mentioned in one of the slides that uh, हम क्वांटिटी में बता नहीं सकते कि कितना मूव करना है हर किसी को. आई गेस कि इंसान ऐसा है कि कभी कभी उसको एक एक टास्क दिया जाए ना तो शायद वो कर लेता है, उसको बोल दिया जाए कि कर लो तो वो नहीं करेगा. तो एक रूल होता है प्रीनेटल योगा में और योगा में भी 30-30. सो फॉर एवरी 30 minutes दैट यू सिट और you stand, you do the opposite. So if you are standing, then you just take a walk for 30 seconds. So 30 minutes for 30 seconds. So like
शेर
that,
सिंह
maybe
सर
we
खड़े
can
हो जाओ.
start it.
30
We
सेकेंड हो
can
गए आपको.
start it.
Wonderful.
Thank you, Janabji. Yes, thank you.
Sher Singh ji, one thing that really stayed with me when you talked about that astronaut, that the feeling that he cannot rest his head and he cannot obtain that feeling of the heaviness of the head resting on the pillow, and that is what keeps him deprived of feeling that restful, this thing. So many things that we take so much for granted, and how just lying down or surrendering to the gravity gives us so much of energy back into our system. So I मेरे को presumption था कि this would be more about exercising and everything. Absolutely, it was there. But I felt that this book is more about, and your review was, totally inclined towards simple activities, making it simple and making it even something apt for a person who doesn't exercise or doesn't want to exercise, but can still stay active by doing these simple, little things. So thank you. Lot of takeaways. Do share the आपने जो बताया कि the author has even talked about yoga a lot. Please share those snippets as well, some pictures of the book. That would be nice. Thank you.
Sure, ma'am. Sure. Thank you very much. Actually, I have not included because it will become more, more boring and सब लोग बोलेंगे यार तुम तो डेली योगा करते हो, योगा के बारे में क्यों इतना झाड़ रहे हो? Yes. Yes, but thank you. I will share. Yes.
All
Thank you, ma'am.
right.
Yes.
So yes, we can. Yes, Sanjana ji, would you like to share? Pramila ji is also here.
Please, Shweta ji, Achal ji, you can share if you want.
हेलो एवरीवन. ये जो सेशन था आज का, शेर सिंह का नाम सुनते ही मैंने कहा कि ये सेशन तो मुझे ज्वाइन करना है, क्योंकि रेगुलर सर को मैंने 5 बजे योगा करते देखा है. अगर कोई नहीं होता है फिर भी वो अकेले ही कैमरा ऑन करके योगा करते. ये जो डेडिकेशन है उसके लिए हैट्स ऑफ सर. और आज का ये जो सेशन है ये भी बहुत बढ़िया था. एक्चुअली क्या होता है, मैं फिलोसॉफी बोलूंगी थोड़ा सा, कि मोमेंट ऑलवेज जरूरी है कहीं पे भी लाइफ में. मतलब वेल्थ की हो, हेल्थ की हो या बाकी चीजों की हो, ये मोमेंट होना चाहिए. 30 मिनट्स हो, 30 सेकंड्स हो, हर टाइम पे मोमेंट याद रखना है। आज ही मैंने कमल सर का स्टेटस देखा था कि ब्रेक द पैटर्न, तो ये मुझे ये वर्ड इतना अच्छा लगा ना कि ये पैटर्न जो होता है हमको समझ नहीं आता है कि हम लोग सच में पैटर्न ही फॉलो कर रहे हैं। हर दिन हर हर मिनट में हम लोग पैटर्न ये लूप में ही अटक जाते हैं। तो ये मोमेंट है, ये हर जगह पे जरूरी है। यही बताना था बस, दैट्स इट। और ये सेशन बहुत बढ़िया था, सबको देख के अच्छा लगा। थैंक यू।
हमने तो आपको लेकिन देखा ही नहीं।
देखा सर, है मैं
हाँ,
यहाँ पे ही।
अब हम भी बोल सकते हैं आपको देखकर अच्छा लगा।
हाँ, थैंक यू।
It's very good to see you after so long, संजना जी। बहुत दिन हो गए थे आपसे मिले हुए।
जी जी जी, बिल्कुल।
I want to say कि शेर सर it was very good and एस्ट्रोनॉट्स के जरिए ग्रेविटी जिसको हम बिल्कुल ही तवज्जो नहीं देते थे, उसके बारे में आपने रीइंफोर्स किया और बताया। अभी अभी तक ग्रेविटी को थैंक यू नहीं बोलते थे, आज से ग्रेविटी को भी थैंक यू बोलेंगे। एंड लास्ट वाला स्लाइड वाज वेरी गुड कि बीमार पड़ के हेल्थ के लिए अपनी ये क्या बोलते हैं, बीमार होने के बाद हेल्थ को वैल्यू मत दो, उससे पहले ही स्टार्ट करो। इट्स रियली गुड एंड सारा कुछ भूल के मैंने वो लास्ट वाली स्लाइड को गांठ बांध लिया है। अभी जिस दिन मुझे कुछ करने का मन नहीं करेगा, आई रिमेम्बर दैट एंड डू दैट थिंग्स। थैंक यू सर।
Amazing.
थैंक यू। जस्ट मैम, पूरी बुक पढ़ने के बाद ना अगर मुझे कोई बोलेगा कि आई वांट टू बिकम एस्ट्रोनॉट, देन आई विल से भगवान आपकी रक्षा करे। जमीन पे ही ठीक है हम
Very
लोग।
true.
अभी पता चला कि आसमान में उड़ना जो है, लोग बोलते हैं ना कि आसमान में मत उड़, आसमान में मत उड़, तो मतलब ये उड़ना कितना खतरनाक हो सकता है, इसलिए भाई जमीन पे ही रहो। यस, थैंक यू।
Wonderful.
एक्चुअली इंसान
Amazing.
इंसान के अंदर बहुत चुल है वो चीज करने की जो चीज जरूरत नहीं है, बिल्कुल भी वो चीजें करने की बहुत ज्यादा चुल है, उस वजह से कर रहे हैं। तो
All right. Thank you so much. It's now 1 hour 7 minutes. We can wind up. Tomorrow's reminder I would like to share. Tomorrow at 7 a.m. we'll be with Kamal sir for discussing chapters, I think 49 and 50. Yes. So yes, tomorrow 7 a.m. Please join. Tomorrow we don't have any Gita session. So after 7 a.m. we'll be meeting on Monday. And I hope readathon participants are reading, and we are calculating their attendance every and in whole 24 hours. So yes, thank you so much. एंड बहुत अच्छा लगा संजना मैम आपसे इतने दिनों बाद वापस मिलके. It's good to see you here again. So yes, with that we come to the end of the session. Thank you so much everyone for joining. Good night. Thank you so much, Sher sir.